All right, we're we're gonna start this again. I had just recorded an entire first hour of this game, only to realize that I wasn't recording. I really feel like I started the recording, but I'm recording this on PS4, and I think I just determined through testing that if you bring up the recording menu by holding the share button after having started a recording, then it cancels the recording. Yeah, so we're gonna really try not to do that. Okay, yeah, my name's Eric. I'm gonna be playing Dark Souls 3. I've played a bunch of From Software games already, like Demon Souls, Dark Souls. I just finished Dark Souls 2 literally today. I've done Elden Ring, and now I'm gonna do Dark Souls 3. These games are awesome. I'm kind of a loner. I have a lot of thoughts about life and just stuff in general that I need to get out of my head. But I don't really have anybody to talk about them with. Most of the people that I'm around, like friends or family, when I even am around them, I don't know, tend to not be into listening to me talk about my thoughts on life. They kind of glaze over. They're not super into it. And that's fine. That's what I'm gonna do this for. I'm just gonna talk into the ether. Hopefully some people enjoy it, find some interesting value in it. If not, what can you do? Hopefully people do, though. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk about the game as I play. I'll give my point of view on the game, and also I'll just kind of be stream of thought talking about my thoughts on just everything that I'm doing, like my approach to playing games in general, what I like, what I don't like, what I'm thinking as I'm doing it, why I'm doing certain things, and then mixed in amongst that will be just thoughts about gaming in general, life in general, myself, etc. Okay, so I'm going to be playing offline. I like playing offline and just getting the single player experience. I believe I have everything here already set auto lock on a new target when target dies. I definitely want that. Okay, maybe these aren't set. No, these are set more or less how I want them. Camera speed 10, reset Y-axis off, auto wall recovery off, cinematic effects. What does that even do? Because I'm pretty sure in Dark Souls 2 I turned cinematic effects off and it still plays the critical hit animations, so I don't really know what that does. I turned blood off just for performance, and also because it's like I'm not a wimpy person, but for the mind it is like traumatizing to always be seeing blood outside of the human body. I know we're all super used to it and desensitized, but I don't think that's necessarily good for humanity. So that's my choice. I cranked the brightness just to make sure I can see shit. Yeah, good. Cool. Let's fucking start a new goddamn game. Yeah, so I got all the way to the Firelink Shrine. I fucking grinded out the first boss, and yeah, we lost all that. So hopefully we're actually recording now. Otherwise I'll be really fucking frustrated. Let's go. I've already watched all this, but I'll watch it again. Learn about being the Unkindled and...
It is called Lothric.
Lothric.
Where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge.
Gotcha. So this is like a meeting place of many different lands. It's like the Four Corners.
In venturing north, the pilgrims discover the truth of the old words. The fire fades.
The fire fades.
And the lords go without thrones.
And the lords go without thrones. I'm gonna wind up repeating a lot of my thoughts, hopefully, that I gave out the first time I thought I was recording this. It's kind of gonna be hard to remember.
The link of fire is threatened. The bell tolls,
Yep.
unearthing the old Lords of Cinder from their graves.
Okay, so everybody's gathering up because the fire is fading, or has faded. We got the big goo guy here.
Saint of the Deep.
Presumably all bosses for later. I think next was the Knights with the weird metal pointy hats. Not to be confused with Pyramid Head from Silent Hill 2.
Legion, the Abyss Watchers.
The Abyss Watchers. Indeed. We've got this enormous
And the reclusive lord of the
giant
proclaimed capital.
Yorm, I think was his name. He's got some flamey stuff going on. And a giant machete cleaver thing. He's pretty awesome looking. Oh, he's got chainmail. That's cool too. And a crown and the hole in his face, as is normal for the giants in these games, to have some kind of weird hole inside of their face or their chest.
Only in truth,
Mm-hmm.
the lords will abandon their thrones.
Yes. I like the static effect over the video there. It's a nice looking crown too.
And the unkindled will rise.
The unkindled rise. That is me. And all of you.
Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder.
Lowly tarnished, thou'rt unfit even to graft.
That ash seeketh embers.
Yes, and here I am. Well, the unkindled, but I guess I'm an ember in a way, metaphorically. Yeah, I like how these games are often very metaphorical. Everything's like some kind of metaphor. I like that. Alright, we're gonna recreate this motherfucker. I'm gonna be giver. In Dark Souls 2 I was receiver, this time I'll be giver. I am the giver and I'm gonna give her. Mature, because I'm 37 years old, kind of makes sense. Oh god, I read these all at the first time. Okay, so I'll just say, because I'm doing commentary, I'm not gonna try and make a new kind of build that I've never used before. I'm gonna do a build that I enjoy doing, which is shield and thrusting weapons, so that I can shield and attack at the same time while defending myself. So I'll be going with some kind of shield and either spear or halberd or thrusting sword kind of setup. I went deprived last time. I've never gone with the level 1 character in these games before, but I'm gonna do that just for fun. I can at least take on that slightly larger challenge. I went with Fire Gem because it was the only thing. Everything else seemed to be either multiplayer related, which I'm not doing multiplayer, or some kind of consumable. This is a consumable, but it's really not, because it applies a permanent buff to a weapon if I ever want a fire weapon. Base presets. I'm fairly pale. We'll do that guy. Build. I went burly. I'm kind of middle. Not too skinny, but not too thick. Appearance. Okay, I liked the aged voice, even though I'm not old enough to be aged. The fucking aged voice sounded cooler. That sounds awesome. Okay, physique. Yeah, good enough. Similar face. Oh wow, all kinds of faces. I mean, shit, what should my face look like? Yeah, default face is fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna do all this shit. Okay, I did this hair. You don't really get that light of hair. My hair's not too light, it's kind of dirty blonde. That's good enough. The beard, I did this one. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I was saying I'm not really into all the tattoo options they give you in these games. Usually they're all like, whatchamacallit, kind of like tribal looking. They all look kind of generic to me. Maybe if somebody was part of a tribe or something, it would be more meaningful, but yeah, I don't really care for all this shit. Don't really care. Yeah, we're good. Let's do it. All right. Let us load in. We're going to start in this cemetery of ash. Yeah, and I guess I'll be able to get through this, hopefully, faster than I did the first time. I died on that first boss, the I don't even remember his name, IU something. I died on him like 4 or 5 times before I got the patterns. We'll see if I can one-shot it this time, who knows. I'll let this play out, it doesn't take too long. I know I rise up. Rise from your grave! What game was that, Altered Beast? Fun fact, Altered Beast was the original launch title for the Sega Genesis, not Sonic 2, or even Sonic 1. A lot of people know that. A lot of these fun facts, like, people just know these days because everybody watches so many of these like video game YouTube videos, like video essays and did you know kind of videos, which are really cool. I enjoy them, depending on whether I can stand the voice of the person talking or not. Hopefully you can stand my voice. I find a lot of people's voices really annoying. I'm sure some of you will find my voice or my way of speaking annoying. I have my settings on here so that the mic volume is cranked so that you can actually hear what the fuck I'm saying. After I record this first video, which the time limits for these PS4 videos are an hour, so you'll get me in hour segments. After my first one, I will watch it back and see if any particular noises or sounds that I'm making are like making the sound break or just kind of overloading the mic, and I will adjust accordingly. Hopefully it's at least good enough for the upload so that I don't have to do this a third time. But yeah, if anything is making me sound too intolerable, I will definitely do adjustments after the first episode. So control camera. Yeah, so I literally just beat Dark Souls 2 today. I'll get into my thoughts on that game. I quite enjoyed it, but I found out that like you do a jump attack just from clicking R2, which is interesting, and then if you want a non-jump R2 attack, you got to combo into it. I found out that if I do my skill on my club here, oh yeah, this is not even a parrying shield, it's a shield bash shield, which is interesting. If I double hand this and do this, this is like increases my attack for a while, which is cool. Triangle double hands holding triangle double hands your left hand item. Regular attack, yes of course. Strong attack, yeah, we got it. Target lock release, alright. This shield I believe only has like 41% physical damage reduction, so I'm definitely gonna be trying to roll shit and not shield it until I get a better shield. I believe this teaches me to dash. Yeah. This is gonna give me, I think, a soul of a deprived, deserted corpse. All right. Got my Estus flasks, friggin' right. Gonna be using a lot of those, baby. Okay, we got another friend here. One shot. Okay, that's my FP Estus flask, or my flask of cerulean tears, as it was in Elden Ring. L1 guard. Okay, I think there was a couple guys up here. Parry and riposte. Oh yeah, I'm not very good at parrying, so I'm gonna be relying on dodging, like roll dodging, and running and shielding. That's gonna be my way. Oh yeah, kicking. I'm not always that good at timing that. That's what you had to do your weapon parry, or with R2 you did it to do your jumping strong attack in Dark Souls 2. And I would use it a lot, but oftentimes in the middle of the heat of battle I would like fuck it up and he wouldn't do the jumping attack, he would just do his strong attack. And anyway, not that I stopped trying to do it. You only get better by continuously trying. Let's take this guy out. Yeah, square to use item. Okay, so that's the way forward. I remember that. There's a way over to the... Well, okay, I'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, two-hand. Take out this guy. Okay, yeah. We will shield it. I don't have my restoration ring or anything like that, so my health isn't going to restore, so I gotta be watching my health. Oh, that's the guy I was supposed to backstab. This is the thing that tells you about backstab. Yeah, critical hit. Okay, so there was a message over here saying turn back, and I did turn back, and I was wondering the whole time what the fuck was over here, so we're just gonna go find out. If I die, I die. If he dies, he dies. Okay, we are walking slow through the deep water. What is gonna happen? Something bad, presumably. Man, you get a lot more fucking stamina in this game than you got in Dark Souls 2, I'll tell you that much. Wow, that looks like a friendly fellow over there. Let's find out what they are up to. Okay, is this like optional beginning of the game boss? Not even a boss, just an enemy. Oh, what are you gonna do? Okay, a lizard with a swipe. Yeah. Oh, I saw that coming. Oh, God. I'm gonna be pretty happy if I can take this thing out. Oh! Oh, I do not like that R2 attack! Oh, God. Just leap at me. Do the cat leap. Oh, God. Oh, my God. This guy's reading my fucking mind. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright. Will those things hurt me if I touch them, or is it just a physical barrier? How am I losing my lock on? Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm assuming I'll get some kind of like... oh shit. Oh shit. Some kind of like weapon upgrade material off this guy if I beat him. Oh man. Oh shit. Wow, that one comes out fast. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now roll at me or whatever. Pounce. Yeah. Oh shit, man. You can't even fucking approach them. Man, you lose your lock on easily in this game. Alright. Alright, I'm no fucking legendary hero of these games. I'm not gonna take this guy on until I get a little bit stronger. No big deal. Yeah, I was saying before in my first attempted recording that I was surprised that... Sorry, drinking water there. I was surprised that the first boss of the game, the guy I get to pretty soon with the snake arm during the second phase, that they force you to beat him. Like, it's not just like most of these games where they give you a boss that you're supposed to die and you just get a little bit of a bonus item if you beat them at the beginning of the game. No, you have to fucking kill him. Alright, well, I am definitely gonna go and retrieve my souls. Wow. So that is an unsuccessful backstab, in case you guys were wondering what that looked like. Oh shit. Oh, that's... Wow! Okay, I'm not going back for my souls. Fuck all that. Wow. No big deal. No big deal. I'll get into something I was talking about last time, which is that a lot of people say the From Software community is toxic, and I think that, like anything else in life, it goes both ways. Obviously, there are some people in the community that will tell you get good because they're like secretly insecure deep down, and they just, you know, they resent when someone told them to get good, and so now they want to say it to you now that they're not as bad at the game as they used to be. And then there are other people that'll tell you to get good because they want you to get good and they want you to get better and enjoy it, because legitimately that's the only fucking thing you can do when you're losing in these games, is just to get better at it. So yeah, I don't think the community is toxic across the board. I think some of the people definitely are, but that goes for any area of life. You know, my first Monster Hunter game was Monster Hunter Tri on the Wii. I remember starting that back in 2011. That's an amazing series for anybody who's into these Dark Souls games and wants other games with really, like, difficult but deliberate and rewarding combat. Monster Hunter is, like, the other series that comes to mind. For sure, those games are fucking excellent. right down to having like all kinds of different weapons with different move sets that, you know, each weapon is like its own. You can do a run through the game with each different kind of weapon, and it's like a different experience. Oh yeah, I don't have to go for my bloodstain over there because I fucking lost it. No big deal. But yeah, first getting into Monster Hunter Tri on the Wii, I would go on the game FAQs, message boards, and talk about it and ask for help and stuff. And honestly, more people than not there were fucking dickheads. They would just act like, you know, if you didn't know everything already, then you were dumb. And anybody who like went into a hunt without like the, you know, the ideal equipment, using the proper element on the boss and everything was just like a moron and wasting their time. I mean, I understand both sides. I understand people don't want to, you know, people only have a limited amount of time in their day, and they don't want to just like waste it losing quests because, you know, weak player is dragging them down and using all 3 other carts in Monster Hunter. Every quest you only get 3 deaths combined between the party, so if one, you know, if 3 players are doing amazing and then 1 player just loses 3 times, you lose the quest. So I understand that, but at the same time, like, I don't know, there's a way to be good at the game in a non-toxic way. And there's a way to be bad at the game in a non-toxic way. And there's a way to be good at the game in a toxic way. And there's a way to be bad at the game in a toxic way, too. You don't want to waste people's time, but you also don't want to just be a jerk needlessly. I think that's a good approach to take in life. I'll definitely talk a lot on this subject as the game goes on, because that relates a lot to a lot of things in life. And I think in general, like, people still need to learn how to get along. Like, I know it's hard to... Okay, I have to get onto this tomb here. I fucked it up. No big deal. I know that life on Earth is very tense and pressure-filled, and when everything's tense and pressure-filled, you know, everybody's kind of got their guard up, and everybody is quick to react, quick to lash out at somebody. But, like, if we don't work on... man, I'm not trying to lecture everybody, but seriously, if we don't work on getting along more, I mean, life on Earth is gonna just continue getting worse. I mean, I don't think we really want that. I'm gonna refresh my Estus, because I know what's coming. Yeah. Fuck, I almost got by that guy. Did I get that yet? No, I didn't get that. Wow. Fucking change directions at the last second, whatever. How did that plunge attack not work? Whatever. Maybe I just missed him. Dashing attack. Oh yeah, I guess I should test out my dashing attacks. So that's like a big slam. That's literally no specialty to the dashing attack. It's just the same as your regular strong attack. Yeah, I was saying earlier that in Dark Souls 2 I found out only about halfway through the game that you don't get through secret walls by hitting them. You have to, like, actually click on them, so I don't know whether you hit them or click on them in this game to get through them, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. Whoops. Hopefully I don't take any damage here, so I don't have to rest at the bonfire. Oh, and I took damage. I'm going back to the bonfire, I don't care. I need all my health to get through the boss. Okay, let's get on top of this tomb. Got it. Oh yeah, the Titanite shard, that's awesome. That'll help me upgrade my weapon at some point. I shouldn't have jumped, because... that made me lose health. Whatever, fuck it. We'll go in like this. Alright. I'm here for it. Let's do it, buddy. I gotta pull the sword from this guy. And then beat the shit out of him. Let's do it. Let's do it, man. Oh, that was fucking amazing. Okay, yeah, so this guy has, like, mix-ups between fast and slow attacks. Oh, yeah, that was a slow attack. I dodged too early. Yeah, I'm no fucking ultra pro at these games, but I don't know. I'm a good enough gamer that I'll figure it out and get through it. Yeah, I like playing these games in a very slow and methodical manner where I let myself get really immersed. I play kind of like as though I were actually a person in this situation trying not to get got. The way I think about these games is I play them very much, not on purpose, but it just kind of wound up that way, and I realized that I play these games the way I play the old Resident Evil games, like Resident Evil 0, 1, 2, 3, and Code Veronica, where I play very slowly and methodically. I look around like I'm actually a person really exploring this environment. I pay a lot of attention to my surroundings because I don't want to get caught by somebody that jumps through a window or comes at me from around the corner. And I like that. You know, Resident Evil 4 is an amazing game. I love it. Resident Evil 5's pretty good, but I mean, Resident Evil 4 is kind of like, oh fuck. And he does a third one. Yeah, fuck you. Oh man, I rolled a little early, but whatever. Resident Evil 4 is kind of the halfway point between the older, like, very slow, methodical Resident Evil games and the super intense action of 5. I've never played 6. Obviously, I've heard Shield Bash. Or not Shield Bash, Shoulder Bash. Oh, he didn't Shoulder Bash after that punch. Yeah, I've never played 6. I've heard it's not that great. I will get through it eventually. And then I believe I've never played 7 or 8 either. I've heard they're really good, but that they're like another reboot of the series after the 4, 5, and 6 arc. Yeah, I never played those. We'll get to them eventually. Yeah, Resident Evil 4 is great, but it doesn't have the magic of the earlier games that are kind of like a cross between... Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, I rolled too early. Cross between survival horror and a point-and-click adventure where, like, you're finding keys and like figuring out the mystery of what's going on and, like, figuring out what key items need to get used where. Okay, yeah. I don't know if I'll get through this guy. Let's find out. Oh, bro! Son of a bitch. Oh, man, he fucking puts so much delay on his fucking attacks. Ah, you lose your lock-on so fucking easily. I don't like the fucking strong attack. Iodex Gunner, that's the guy's name. Come on, come on. Fucking right. Okay. Yeah, I learned the hard way through my first 3 or 4 losses against this guy that it's a lot easier if you just stand closer to him and actually get in more attacks versus trying to, like, get far away. I mean, his attack just has so much fucking range. So yeah, I learned that the coiled sword, you can plunge it into the ember in order to restore the ability to warp between bonfires. But that doesn't happen until you get to the Firelink Shrine up here, which is pretty close. Yeah, I'm only half an hour in, but the first time recording, I didn't get to the Firelink Shrine and talk to the Fire Maiden until basically the hour was up, so saved some time there. Broken Straight Sword. I tried that thing. It's so fucking short, I'm not going to bother using it. Yeah, I definitely want a fucking short spear like that guy's got. Yeah. Hey! Hey! Alright, awesome. Didn't drop anything, no. I did try a couple times to take on the strong enemy up top that... for anybody who doesn't know this game, I'll show you where he is. Yeah, I guess I'm assuming everybody who's watching this has already played this since these games are so popular, but it could be that somebody's watching who's never played this game before. I mean, I wouldn't personally do that because I would want to experience it the first time for myself, but if you are just chilling watching me play it, never having played it yourself, that's cool too. Hopefully I give you a cool guided experience of this game. Yeah, okay, there's these two guys sitting here. Oh yeah, I was saying in my earlier attempt that if guys are just chilling, I don't attack them, I just let them be. That's part of my, you know, roleplay in the role-playing part of these games. Like, I do tend to pick a character and, like, or just, like, be how I want to be with my character. Like, I make my character who I want them to be. To some degree, it's me. To some degree, it's, like, me, you know, role-playing somebody that I'm not. But whoever that person is, I am who that person is. So, like, I think these guys up somewhere over here, I think up to the right maybe, don't attack you even if you walk up to them. These guys, they don't attack, so I'll just leave them be. Like, I'm not gonna kill them, they're not trying to kill me. They look like they got their own problems, so I'll leave them be. Yeah. Oh, and then there's this guy up here who looks like he's just like a weakling, but then he's like a fucking katana master and he just inflicts mass bleed damage and kicks the shit out of me really quickly. So yeah, I'm not a super ultra mega hero at these games. I'm gonna leave that guy alone. Fuck, your roll in this game compared to Dark Souls 2, like, you fucking leap halfway across the map. That's gonna take a little bit of getting used to. Yeah, they give you oh yeah, the dog. They give you so much fucking stamina to work with. It's not like Dark Souls 2 where you, like, swing twice and you're out of stamina and you need to, like dodge and juke and wait for your stamina to recover. Oh yeah, the Ember. What the hell does that do? Oh, that gives you a max HP bonus until you die. I probably will never use that unless I happen to need a little bit more max HP to survive a drop to get some, like, item that's, like, hidden off of a drop somewhere that I need to use that to get enough HP to tank the fall damage or something. I tend not to rely too much on temporary buffs and stuff like that. Permanent buffs I'm all for. I never even talked to that guy before. Okay, let's talk to her and get my levels.
Welcome to the bonfire, unkindled one.
Thank you.
I am a firekeeper.
I found out that if I walk away from people, they tend to the flame and tend to thee. Thank you. Okay, I'll talk about that after.
Their thrones and must be delivered to them.
Yes, the hero of the thrones. I saw that. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, so I found out the hard way that, not that it mattered, but yeah, if you walk away from people, thank you. Thank you. If you walk away from people, you don't have to walk too far before they... Oh, yes. Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
The Mark of Ash will guide thee to the land of the Lords.
Okay.
To Lothric, where the homes of the Lords converge.
Yes, okay. We're going to Lothric. We're not going to Drangleic this time. We're not going to Lordran. We're not going to Boletaria. We're going to Lothric. Yeah, you don't have to walk far away from these NPCs before they stop talking to you, so no big deal.
Produce the Mark of Ash will guide thee to Lothric.
Will do very soon. Okay, yeah, so as we all know in these games, or if you don't know, it's not like an RPG where you just talk to everybody once and then you've gotten all of their dialogue or everything that they do. In these games, you have to talk to people generally multiple times and exhaust all of their dialogue to learn everything that they have to tell you, and also sometimes to further along any, like, side quests that they're involved in. So we will be doing that, and then you know that you're done talking to someone once their dialogue starts repeating itself.
To be unkindled. unkindled is to be a vessel for souls.
Vessel for souls, yes.
Sovereignless souls will become thy strength.
Yeah, well, they're sovereignless after I depart them from their bodies. Thank you.
Bring me souls plucked from their vessels.
Plucked from their vessels.
Ashen one.
Yes,
I am
okay.
ashen.
Yes. Oh yeah, I do make a lot of external references when I talk. I have a lot of, like, just references floating around in my head. So I'm going to reference all kinds of other games and movies and TV shows, probably books, etc. And I will do my best to not just blurt out spoilers for games. No promises. I mean, I am sensitive to spoilers myself, so I don't want to be, like, just spoiling shit for people. But at the same time, I am pretty train of thought, so if it happens, it happens. I apologize, shit does happen. But I will do my best to, like, try and catch myself before I blurt out, like, the final boss of a game or something. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be referencing lore, especially from other From Software games, because it's all pretty interesting. I like that the lore isn't spoon-fed to you, but that you have to actually, like, be interested in it. You have to pay attention to what everybody says, catch the little details of what they say, read the descriptions of all your items. I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of that. I find it all pretty interesting. I wish that they would kind of tie it all up together a little more. I find it's, like, very difficult to figure out what the hell is going on in these games. I remember reading quote from Miyazaki, the guy who makes these games, that he really enjoys stories with more ambiguity in them, so that the fans, you know, can kind of get together around the water cooler, so to speak, and discuss what's going on and come up with their own theories. I find that interesting too. I do like games where there's ambiguity in the stories. I wish there was a little bit more tying things together in these games. I tend to really enjoy these games at the beginning, as, like, the mystery is kind of unfolding, or I'm just, like, full of, like, questions and wondering what the answers are going to wind up being as I play through the game. And then as I get towards the end of the game, I end up feeling a little bit unfulfilled, like, well, what the fuck was the answers? Sometimes I go on the internet and I find out that the answers were there, I just wasn't paying enough attention, or I just didn't find this or that secret, or this or that item description, or whatever. Nonetheless, I do think these games are really cool in the way that they're presented. The lore and the atmosphere is always really interesting, really juicy, what they do include. And yeah, as I mentioned before, it is often very metaphorical. Like, I'm the unkindled. I mean, that could be a metaphor for a lot of things in life. I'm not going to, you know, belabor the point of what a fucking metaphor is. I hope everybody generally knows what a metaphor is. It's something that is similar to something else that you can relate one thing to another thing via pattern recognition, such that something that you don't understand that well can be understood a little bit better by comparing it to something that you do understand. Anyway, I feel like I'm already belaboring that point, but anyway. Let me say "but anyway" a few more times. Fuck. Okay, let's level up. Very well.
Then touch the darkness within me.
Alrighty.
Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
Okay. Kind of creepy, absorbing souls to empower myself, but that's what these games are all about. Okay, so I did read through all these descriptions. From what I remember, Vigor is HP, Attunement is spell slots and FP. I'm not going to be using that. Endurance is your stamina, Vitality is equipment load, and physical defense, although I'm pretty sure every stat increases physical defense to some degree. Strength is for strength weapons and for physical attack. Dexterity is also for physical attack. It's for spell speed casting increase, which doesn't matter to me, but I am going to be mainly Dex, although obviously I'll do strength as well. I'm going to need both for the kind of weapons I'm going to be equipping, but more Dex than strength. And then intelligence, I'm going to have no magic defense because I don't have intelligence. I'm going to have no dark defense because I'm going to have no faith. And luck, I would like to put in for the extra item discovery so that I can find more item drops, but I just don't think I'm... Like, my stats are going to be mixed between dexterity, strength, vitality, endurance, and... Oh, I do have enough for another one. And I'll put one into Vigor as well. Yeah, these are going to be my 5 stats that I'm going to be leveling up. So I'll just do those across the board for now. I'll probably do them fairly balanced, and that as I find myself lacking in any particular area, or, you know, needing a certain strength or dex value in order to equip a certain weapon or shield, I will do those specifically. But in general, I'll probably keep them fairly balanced. I guess maybe between recordings, I might look up what the soft caps are. For anybody who doesn't know what soft cap is in these games, there's like a level curve, or there's a stat increase curve where, say, you know, Vigor, how much health does that give me? Gives me 24 health. So maybe say up to level 30, I'm just making these numbers up, by the way. Maybe say up to level 30, it'll give me 24 health per level, and then after that, it might only give me 12 health per level of Vigor. And that would be a soft cap. That would mean the soft cap is 30, just as an example. So the stats have like a curve where you upgrade it to a certain point and it gives you a larger bonus, and then beyond that point it gives you a lesser bonus, and then there might be another soft cap where after that it gives you an even lesser bonus. So obviously, you know, I'm not too much into looking things up, and I might not even look those up. Generally I tend to want to just figure everything out from within the game itself, but some things are impossible to figure out from within the game without like crazy amounts of testing. So I'm not gonna break my head too much over that. I looked up a little bit of stuff like that in Dark Souls 2. I looked up absolutely nothing in Elden Ring. I just figured out absolutely everything on my own, and that has its own fun too. I'm gonna be mostly doing that. I like discovering things for myself. In my mind, it's more fun to miss the uber powerful item because I couldn't figure out how to find it than to just have someone tell me where it is and find it. I mean, I'm even kind of mixed on that, because I do remember when I was a kid, before the internet, you know, people would exchange secrets in video games, and that was fun. I mean, if I had a friend who had played this game and they told me something, it would feel different than just like Googling what is the OP, you know, super spear in Dark Souls 3. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling. Yeah, let's do this. And then we're gonna stick...
Farewell, Ashen One.
Yes, thank you.
May the flames guide thee.
Thank you. Let's get a look at you. You are blind, just like that maiden from Demon Souls. I really like the girl that guides you in Dark Souls 2. She was really cool. I'm sure I'll like this girl too. Okay, we're gonna put the coiled sword into here, and that's gonna allow me to teleport between bonfires, and maybe also guide me towards Lothric. I think she said something like that would happen. Let's do it. Bonfire lit. Press that bonfire. Let's do it. Okay, what can I do at the bonfire? Tune spell. We will never be doing that. Organized storage box. Okay, so I can store stuff from here. That's really cool. Oh, my audio is crackling here in my ears. I wonder why that happened. I mean, I guess I could use those and see if I could gain another level, these consumable souls here. Yeah, there's something weird going on with my audio. Burn Undead Bone Shard. I don't have any. Oh, and my audio just came back. Okay, cool. Travel. High Wall of Lothric. Wait, what? Okay, Firelink Shrine is the one I'm at. Cemetery Ash is the first one I was at. Cemetery of Ash is the first one I got to. Iodex Gundyr is the boss. So I can just teleport in there? To a new place? Is that right? That I've never even been to before? Okay, I'll figure that out after I've explored this place. I do like to just explore everywhere that I've got access to and really like soak every bit of juice out of a game. I don't like just like running past everything and just getting from point A to point B. Like I want to get my money's worth out of it. I want to get everything I can get out of it. But you know what? I think I'll stop this first video now. It's 45 minutes. I'll stop it now. Yeah, there's something weird with my audio. It just like starts crackling randomly in my ears. So I'm gonna stop recording, listen to the recording, see if it sounds good. Yeah, I'll come back for part 2. All right. If there's anybody listening or watching this, that's amazing. Thanks for being here. Love it. Hopefully you'll stick with me if you enjoy it. If not, enjoy your day. Fuck, that's about it. Yeah, leave me a comment if you have any thoughts you want to leave for me or any questions you want to ask me or whatever. That's it. All right, peace out.